Y'all, I almost left my hair just like this because it looks quite literally like I haven't washed it, which I haven't, and also like a lion's mane because, this is a video about Mercury and Leo, so I thought it'd be fitting. But granted, we're not going to do that. Mercury just entered Leo, and here's what you need to know. Welcome back to the Be the Hero channel. My name is Isabelle, and I help you understand who you are using personality typing and astrology. I do this because I was the kind of person who did not understand themselves for the life of them. I just felt lost and confused in life. Then I discovered my birth chart, the Enneagram, Myers-Briggs, and so much more. And for the first time in my life, I had a sense of direction on who I could be. So now I'm here to help you understand these things so that you can hopefully understand yourself and these systems. Now, today is July. I almost said June. I've been filming a lot. Today is July 10th, and Mercury just entered Leo. And this is going to be a massive shift that a lot of us have been waiting for. If you're a fire sign or an air sign, Mercury in Cancer has felt very heavy for you. But before I dive in and tell you more about what this transit means, how you can best navigate it, and a horoscope for each of the signs, hit the link in the description below to get your very own My Horoscope Made Me Do It hoodie. This also comes as a t-shirt, but these hoodies are insanely comfortable, so get yours now. Link is in the description below. Available now for a limited time too, so grab yours now. So Mercury is the planet of communication. And oftentimes it is fear-mongered because of its 2 to 3 times of a year going retrograde. But Mercury is simply a reminder for us to notice our communication style. And whatever sign it's in tells us how we are called to communicate during this time. Whatever your sign your Mercury is in your birth chart shows you your natural tendency. So Mercury was recently in the sign of Cancer, and for a lot of us, for all of us, this was a call to focus more on our emotions, to express ourselves in a more emotionally secure way, to say the words, "I feel," without fear. Now, as Mercury enters Leo, we feel a massive shift. If you are a water sign, you felt at home when Mercury was in the sign of Cancer, and now this will feel very, very different and potentially uncomfortable for you. If you are a air or fire sign, this is going to feel much more welcoming for you. Similar to when Mercury was in Cancer about 3 or 4 weeks ago, Mercury in Gemini invited us to be curious. And Mercury in Leo holds a similar aspect or similar energy. This is more focused, however, on play. And we have an interesting dynamic going on here because not only does Mercury enter Leo today, but Mars leaves Leo. So we have this almost trade-off, like a relay race. Mercury enters Leo, Mars leaves Leo and enters Virgo. So it's taking its place. Instead of us being focused on taking actions that are playful, we're now focused on expressing ourselves and communicating in a way that is more playful and loving. Leo is the 5th archetype of the zodiac wheel, and it is the second fire sign we interact with. In Aries, we are the first sign and fire sign of that. We are focused on just experiencing everything. We're open to the fact that we are ignorant. We know nothing. And so we're going to throw ourselves over just to experience life to the fullest. Hence why Aries is assertive, commanding, bold, brave, and impulsive. Leo, however, is where we look at fire once again, which fire is all about passion. And we ask, how can we have more fun with this? Leo is where we learn this thing called the ego. And the ego is not always necessarily a bad thing. It's only when we become, egotistical. Because Leo also teaches us confidence. And confidence can often be associated with ego, even though these are very different things. So when Mercury enters Leo, we feel called to express ourselves in more confident ways. For those of us who are not confident in ourselves, we're going to feel this energy especially so. If you are someone who has maybe Lilith in Leo, a South Node in Leo, a North Node in Leo, a Moon in Leo, Mercury in Leo's transit is going to be very effective for you, and you might feel that you have to, unfortunately, face your demons when it comes to expressing yourself in bold ways. Mercury in Leo is an invitation for us all to have fun with our style of communicating. With Mercury in Cancer, we might have been overly serious and dramatic about, this is what I feel. But now as Mercury enters Leo, we kick it into high gear and think, anyway, so I express myself, so now let's have fun. So who wants drinks? On me. To the extreme. Mercury in Leo loves to have fun. They love to play. They love to party. And these are themes that come up for us all as Mercury enters Leo. Not only are we called to focus on our confidence in our communication, but also our passions. What are we passionate about? How can we express our passions better? Leo is also a very loving archetype. They are very much representing love. And so we might not only be called to express ourselves in more confident of ways, but also express ourselves in more loving ways. Telling people we love them when we love them. Being playful, especially when it comes to romance and dating. Leo is a flirt. And so when it comes to communicating during this time, especially if you are an Aries, sun, moon, or rising, you're going to feel called to be extra playful in your romantic life during this time. Have fun with it. Embrace the energy. After all, this is a fellow fire sign, so you're going to love this energy. So if you're an Aries, sun, moon, or rising, this affects your 5th house of play. If you are a Taurus, sun, moon, or rising, this affects your 4th house of home and family. During this time, you may feel called to be more playful in your communication with other people. This is a great time for you to focus on your confidence around your family and how you allow yourself to be playful around your family. Are you overly serious? You are a Gemini, sun, moon, or rising. This Leo Mercury sign will feel fairly good for you because it's forming a sextile to you. So you will feel called during this time to focus on how playful you are in your everyday community, which you naturally already do as a Gemini. You're probably focused on your community and your friends, but now you're called to bring more passion to it. Instead of focusing more on learning and gaining data, focus more on using that inquisitive side of yourself to have fun and bring play to the room. If you are a Cancer, sun, moon, or rising, this happens in your 2nd house. And so the more you allow yourself to be playful, be loving, and be confident, the more your self-worth is going to rise, and potentially your money as well. If you are a Leo, sun, moon, or rising, this is the time for you to take the spotlight. Everyone wants to hear what you have to say, and so own that to the fullest. If you're a Virgo, sun, moon, or rising, this happens in your 12th house, and you might have to notice a lot of shadows around how you communicate yourself confidently. Are there, for some reason, do you feel that you cannot communicate yourself confidently? Are you a Virgo who believes they have to be humble at all times, and so owning your pride and owning how awesome you are is not comfortable for you? Pay attention to these thoughts during this time. You might even feel called to, ironically, spend time in solitude as Mercury is in Leo because this is your 12th house. If you are a Libra, sun, moon, or rising, this affects your 11th house of community and friends. Own yourself among your friends. Take center stage and express your biggest dreams and aspirations during this time. You could experience massive breakthroughs. If you are a, what did I just say? Libra? Scorpio. If you are a Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising, this happens in your 10th house of career. So during this time, allow yourself to take center stage in your career. Allow yourself to have fun in your career and be bold. It's possible that by taking on a more confident role in your career that you could experience breakthroughs. If you are a Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising, now's the time for you to expand your learning. Be curious, be bold, and what's the word I'm looking for? Mercury in Leo makes me miss some details here, clearly. Explore philosophy and religion during this time. Not only do you want to physically explore your reality, which as a Sagittarius you naturally love to do, but you also want to explore your mind especially. You want to discover the parts of yourself that are keeping you from being bold and brave. You want to discover the parts of yourself that keep you feeling like you're retracting rather than expanding. So focus on that during this time. If you are a Capricorn sun, moon, or rising, this is the time for you to focus on how playful you are in the bedroom and what your relationship with codependency is. Do you have a negative relationship with the Leo archetype? Are you not allowing yourself to be confident, be bold, and be brave, specifically in intimacy, maybe even when it comes to the bedroom? This is a time for you to focus on your deeper desires and how confidence and courage can get you there. Be bold, especially in your communication, specifically with your intimate partner during this time. If you are an Aquarius sun, moon, or rising, this happens in your 7th house, your opposing house. And so you're going to feel a little out of your box. But you're an air sign and Leo's a fire sign. So this is also a positive aspect. Fire and air do well together. So you might have to be a little bit more playful and present now. You're maybe used to being intellectually up here in the clouds thinking about the future, and you are called to be more present with your one-on-one connections. Have fun with your partner. Communicate in a fun, loving way with your partner, and open yourself up to being fully present with them by just, having fun with your communication with them. Not everything has to be taken seriously. And finally, if you are a Pisces sun, moon, or rising, this happens in your 6th house. And so you might have to focus on how you go about your everyday life and how you communicate yourself confidently. Naturally, as a Pisces, you prefer to be more harmonious and take a back seat, making sure that everyone else is getting what they need and making sure that you just remain in a harmonious state. But you might have to add a little bit more backbone to yourself during this time, allow your voice to be heard, and be courageous enough to take center stage. Specifically when it comes to your daily routines, communicating your needs and your desires. Are you burnt out? You might have to communicate with a boss or friends or family members during this time that, look, I need a break. And they might not take it well, maybe they will, but you need to assert your needs right now. This is what you're called to do as Mercury goes retrograde, or as Mercury enters Leo. If this video helped you understand Mercury and Leo, and you're feeling the effects of Mercury entering Leo, let me know in the comments below, and let me know what else you are feeling during this time. While you're down there, be sure to book a 30-minute reading with me so we can dive deep into how these transits that are upcoming in July are going to affect you based on your unique birth chart. After all, each person's chart is different, and so the transits will affect you differently. Knowing that can set you up for success. So hit the link in the description below to book a 30-minute reading now. While you're down there, be sure to check out the free birth chart workbook and the Making Mindfulness Fun bundle, where you can access all 30 of our workbooks and courses for only $30. That's $1 per course per workbook, and we have so many astrology workbooks in this bundle that you're not going to want to miss out on, which includes the Moon Sign Self-Care Workbook, the latest workbook I just launched. Be one of the first people and only people to access it by getting the bundle now. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Sincerely hope you enjoyed this update on the stars. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and check out more videos about astrology on our playlist. Once again, my name's Isabelle, and from my heart to yours, namaste.